Hello and welcome back to Mindful Man Tarot. This is a reading for Sagittarius for the end of February, start of March 2024, and this is also a timeless reading. So if you see this in 6 months or a year and it resonates, let it resonate. I'm going to be doing an energy and then a current situation and then a future possible timeline. So let's get right into it. We will finish off the reading with an Earth Magic Oracle card. All right, Sagittarius. Let's see what we got for you today. Sagittarius. All right. Good card for energy. 10 of Cups. So I'm hearing the words, your ship has come in. Your ship has come in. So this card is often about romance, an energetic fulfillment to a wish that you have put out into the universe for everything you want. So this is the energy you have right now. So I'm hearing your ship has come in. Everything is in full alignment and happening the way that it needs to happen. There is still a pathway to get to that castle, to that fulfillment that you are looking for, but it is not very far now. It is within sight, it is within feeling, it is within reason. And there is something here happening where you're starting to be able to put the pieces together of what it is and energetically be able to fully conceptualize everything and believe that it is happening now. It's no longer when this happens or if this happens, but there is a full belief and a full embodiment of that energy. Just saw 222 on the timer. A full embodiment of that energy that this is going to happen. This is in the process of happening. This has happened. And there's no more doubt. And it's this beautiful relief that I'm feeling with it. It's this beautiful relief for you where it's like, this was supposed to happen. This is happening exactly how it's supposed to happen. Whether it is the romantic relationship that you wanted, that energetic fulfillment that you wanted from love, romance, family, whatever it is, only you really know. I don't want to get too specific as this is a general reading, but whatever it is, you know what this feeling is, and you know the outcome of what you want. You've put it out there into the universe. Let's get into some more current situation. This is just the general energy. Take it if it resonates. Let's get into some current situation for you, Sagittarius. Quite a good energy, quite a good, like I'm feeling just like I let out a big sigh, and any little bit of stuck energy in my body has just been shaken out, somatically released with this card and with this energy. What do we have for current situation? What do we have for current situation? If you like these readings, please consider subscribing, sharing with a friend, liking, commenting, whatever you want to do. I would greatly appreciate it. Help my channel grow, help me reach this message out and share my love for tarot with the universe, with everyone that can reach these cards, reach these messages. Okay, so we have this Page of Wands here. So there is this message about a journey. There is this message about a journey. And I like to think that these messages and these messengers from the pages are all not always outside of us. Sometimes these are points of enlightenment that come within us that just show us, okay, this is the way I'm supposed to be going now. So there is this message about a journey that you're going on, whether it's inside of you or outside of you. And this journey is about a real world physical change, something that is changing in your reality. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So there's something in your reality that is changing and molding and morphing into something completely different than it's ever been. And this new reality is going to be an extremely new path that you never thought that you would go on. And you are slowly and reliably moving towards that without any haste, without any sort of fighting. You know, we're just slowly moving towards this with just this sense of, all right, it's going to work out. All I got to do is just keep moving forward. All I got to do is keep moving forward, and with curiosity and with reliability, knowing that I just going in this direction now. I just got to keep going in that direction, holding this idea of the Ace of Pentacles in my hand, holding this idea of a new reality, a new physical reality that I am moving towards. And it's beautiful. We also have the Ten of Swords, which is the end of a cycle of pain, these old wounds. And we are moving away from this cycle in this current energy, in this current situation with the Page of Cups, by being a little bit of a dreamer. I'm feeling like this is like a little bit of reparenting, cognitive reframing. I'm feeling in this case. Like maybe you're doing a lot of subconscious reprogramming, nightly affirmations, whatever you're doing in this kind of mystic realm of the etheric crown chakra and third eye chakra. You're moving away from these thoughts that are trapped in the back of your brain, and I feel like there's like a frontal cortex opening up for new pathways of new ideas coming in. New ideas where you are saying, you know what, I don't have to be attached to these old thoughts anymore because my thoughts are actually just lies. And now I can start envisioning and dreaming up new scenarios where I can talk to a fish, where I can talk to a cow or a dog, and I can have a conversation with a cat. Because now that I believe that I can. It's like the Matrix where they pop in the program. Okay, now I know jujitsu. Now, all of a sudden, I'm a psychic. Now I can use these psychic abilities to get away from any of this old pain with my magical abilities. Take that if it resonates. It's way out there. This is way out there than some of my other readings, Sagittarius. And if you have interpretations of that or any parts of this reading, please share it down below. I'm sure the other people in this collective would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. This is my way of reading this particular deck of cards, this particular tarot deck. So it's just my interpretation, just what I'm seeing from the message and what I'm intuitively picking up. But let's get into a possible timeline. Let's see what's coming up with a possible timeline. Yeah, that went way out there. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really know where that was going, but it went way out there. I'm glad it did. Let's see what's going on. I never really know if it's going to be super noisy or super quiet. Leo's reading was like so noisy. It was crazy. I don't know what's going on. I can't control what's going on around me. I just have to accept it. And maybe that's a message that I'm giving to you. Or maybe that's just a message I'm reaffirming for myself. We have the World card. We have the World card in a future timeline, and the Queen of Wands kind of turning back on the world. And I've never really looked at these two cards in this regard. The world being about possibilities and end of a cycle to a whole new cycle. And with the ending in tarot, it's also the beginning. The ending is the beginning. So we have two other ending cycle cards here. The ending of an emotional timeline and the ending of a thought timeline. And now we have the ending of this world. So what is this? This is you dancing on the world. This is you being able to travel. This is you being able to do whatever you want. And then we have the Queen of Swords here, who is very determined, very sharp, very intellectual, maybe not as emotionally available as you want them to be. So how am I going to read this? I feel like maybe your thoughts is something you're going to have to overcome to be able to do whatever you want. It's kind of like with your current situation. I just saw 11:11 on the timer. It's kind of like with this current situation. All of this Ten of Swords are old wounds. None of them are even bleeding anymore. All of them are just kind of wounds that are in your mind. You're going to have to overcome and really master your thoughts to be able to create the life you want, where you can travel wherever you want, where you can dance and sing and go wherever you want and master this world. And this also might be about you having to move without your wishes. So it's kind of a weird message today for you. I'm also picking up, we have the Seven of Swords and I have the Knight of Cups. So there might be this romance and this air of romance coming in where you're not quite sure if they're really being fully honest with you. And it's time to determine whether this is your intuition or whether these are your thoughts. The Seven of Swords is often about someone not being very honest with you. So you have to figure out, are you the one that isn't being honest with yourself and feeding this romantic situation with old fears and old trauma? Or is your intuition actually picking up that this other party isn't being fully honest with you? Is there something you think they're hiding back from you and from the situation? So both ways, this could go either way. Take this how it resonates. Intuitively, you will know, okay, I am holding a bunch of old trauma from this. I am the one that's constantly got trust issues. Or, you know what, I think I'm fully in line with where I'm at intuitively and with my trust in my abilities to make a decision. Maybe I should start looking at this situation deeper with this Page of Cups energy, where I'm kind of psychically looking into this in a little bit deeper perspective to see if this person is fully being honest with me or not. So two messages there, two very different messages, and maybe it's a bit of both. You know, don't discount that just because there's some trauma around the way that you've been treated in the past and you're holding on to old pain from romance doesn't mean that you're going to attract a perfectly healthy person that isn't going to be dishonest with you. Take that however it resonates. I don't know how many times I got to say that for you, Sagittarius. But I also have this Queen of Cups and this Three of Pentacles. So we have this loving energy coming in, whether this is an energy we're going to start embodying or whether this is an energy that is going to be embodied through someone else in a situation of work. The Three of Pentacles is about creating your masterpiece. So this is a real world masterpiece that we are creating. I just saw 1444 on the timer. This is a real world masterpiece we are creating with someone else, with another party. So there is something going on with another party in the future, not so far future, and there's going to be someone, whether it's you or someone else, that is putting a great deal of love into this, a great deal of compassion into this, and a great deal of themselves into it, whether it's you or someone else. But let's get into an Earth Magic Oracle card to finish off this reading. This has been a weird one. I'm not going to lie. This is not like a typical Mindful Man tarot reading. So I hope you're sticking with me. I hope you're staying with me. I'm sure if you've made it this far, something is resonating. But let's see what our final message is from the Earth Magic Oracle cards, Sagittarius, and then let's close it off after that, because I need to smudge after this one, because this is kind of a different kind of energy. All right. We have this lightning card. I'm going to read from the book. I don't always read from the book, but in this little series of them, I'm reading from the book. Let's see what lightning says. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad, determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting. Your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access the divine power that is the very force driving the universe. You have this power available to you at any time. You have this power available to you at any time. And I feel like this is what I was getting at with this Page of Cups. Is there's something in you that's just starting to be unlocked. And once you start to unlock it and access it, it's going to grow. It's kind of like growing a muscle with a psychic sense. It's going to grow, and it's going to turn into something that is more easily utilized in the future. And it's just the matter of you tuning into it and not tuning into any old pain or old trauma. But this is what I have for you, Sagittarius. Thank you very much. Like I said earlier, if you would kindly like this, if you want to subscribe, share this with a friend. I am very, very grateful for you watching this. I love you. Namaste.